Hi, everybody, and welcome to the podcast.
Sorry.
This is crazy energy. Hi, everybody, welcome to Jesters of the Round Table. I'm feeling very,
yeah, what's
girly pop
happening?
Hi, everybody, welcome to Jesters of the Round Table. My name is Audrey.
I'm hearing the hand sounds are so on topic today. My name's Izzie, and I'm your host here at Jesters of the Round Table.
And I'm also your host here at Jesters of the Round Table. Number 2, I'm host number 2.
No, you're not.
Oh, are you host number 2?
We're both host one half.
Okay, well, I'm host number 2. My name's Audrey.
Okay, so that messes up all my math that I just did in my head. All the complicated math I just did.
Can you be host number 3?
Fine.
Okay. Because then 3 plus 2 is 5, and then we're back to normal math. Right?
No! I don't like math. You know this about me. And I'm not very...
I do know this.
I know you love math because you're a freak, but I'm pretty sure that what you just said didn't make sense. Like, I know 2 plus 3 is 5. I got that. Mm-hmm. But I don't understand how that gets us back to 1.
Well, because if you think about, like, a triangle.
Which I do all the
1,
time.
2, 3... And then if you take this, you take the sides of the triangle and go onto the base of the triangle, 1 line.
Okay.
Because no, listen to this.
I'm
Ready?
listening. I'm
3
so
sides of the triangle.
Listening so intently.
Right? And you have to subtract 2, and you subtract 2 sides by flattening them so that they're all on the base of the triangle. And then if you rotate 90 degrees,
it's a 1.
That's a 1.
Got it.
Illuminati confirmed. Wait, do you want to talk to me about bedtime stories tonight? I mean, bedtime routines tonight?
Yes.
No, not bedtime stories. Bedtime and bedtime routines.
The movie Bedtime Stories starring
the movie
Adam Sandler.
PJ Williams.
What?
I don't know who that is. I was just thinking about pajamas, and I couldn't think of any actors' names, so I said pajama PJ Williams. First name Pajama, last name Williams. So
okay,
that's what I was thinking about.
I remember PJ Williams' fantastic performance in the movie Bedtime Stories starring Adam Sandler,
in the movie,
which I watched a lot with my brother. For some
Wait,
reason. I wasn't.
Oh my gosh, I just remembered that.
Yeah,
I didn't. Oh my god,
with the guinea pig.
Yeah,
his name was Bugsy.
Holy
he had
moly,
huge eyes. And he was kind of ugly.
Yeah. Whoa.
I only had to say the word bedtime stories 3 times. It's like Beetlejuice.
Well, the thing, yes, yeah, you just summoned it. That's true. You had to say it 3 times and also say Adam Sandler 3 times because it didn't click until I put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
They were the same, one and the same. And then it made sense because I was thinking about PJ Williams and he's not in that movie. So
well, I haven't checked. I don't remember.
Well, I also haven't checked actually, so maybe he's in that movie.
Are you a HONK SHOOer or are you a HONK MIMIMI-er?
I'm a HONK SHOOer.
I think I am too.
I think I need to be loud when I sleep.
You need to be?
I'm like because I'm like a reserved kind of person in real life, so I need to be really loud.
You need to really let it out.
Balance out. Yeah. I need to balance it out.
Got it. I have an app on my phone called Sleep Cycle, but it's like a modded APK version.
Okay.
So because I didn't want to pay for the
I
didn't want to pay for the full version, but like it tracks your sleep. It tracks your sleep and then like it records any noises you make, which is always the best part when I can see like I talked in my sleep. That's always very fun to like find out what I said.
So have you ever summoned demons in your sleep?
Summon demon? Not that I'm aware of. If I have, they go away before I wake up.
Okay, well keep telling me about your sleep tracker and then I'll tell you about the demons
that
get summoned.
Okay.
At night.
Well, I just like I didn't really have anything else to say, but like sometimes I'll listen to the snoring part and it's just like very light breathing and it's more of a honk shoo than a honk me. So
Okay.
I don't snore very
I
much.
don't have that, so I could be a honk MIMIMI or.
Well, I can. Well, never mind. I was gonna send you the link, but I don't think you can do that with Apple's.
They won't let me jailbreak.
They won't let you. Android, they just say go ahead,
Do whatever you want.
This is your phone.
Yeah, for real. That's literally so much better.
We won't get into
Android.
the Apple
really cool.
Android discourse.
not today. That
Not
could
today.
be very easily.
Oh yeah, that could be a whole
That would be
episode.
fun. It would just be both of us dishing on Apple, which would be really fun.
Yeah,
except for iPad Pro and Procreate.
Yeah, I have
you
a
don't
couple.
Need an iPad Pro,
there's a
though.
couple good things
It's
about
just fun to draw.
Apple products, but mostly I prefer
mostly bad.
not them.
Yeah, also me. So when I was little, this is related to bedtime, so it's okay.
Okay.
When I was little, I was at a sleepover with a friend, and I always had a really difficult time going to sleep at sleepovers. Not because I was like, I don't know, like I didn't have trouble going to sleep at home. I think I was just like, outside of my house and not in my bed.
Yeah.
So it was like difficult. And also she had a itty bitty bed, and I slept on like the shitty fold out couch bed, which is not very comfy.
Yeah.
So I think I was just like hard for me to go to sleep. And she always went to sleep way earlier than me anyways. So like at 9:00 we'd start winding down, and within like 5 minutes of laying down, she'd be honk shooing, and I would be here like reading books or watching Over the Garden Wall on my iPhone.
Okay.
Or my iPod Touch.
Yeah, I was about to say.
This close to my face. And one night my friend went to sleep really quick, and I was, still awake, and I hear her start like mumbling, and then the mumbling gets like louder, and then it's just like, it's not actual words, it's just incoherent gibberish, but it sounds like she's yelling like aggressively. And that was the first time I had ever heard somebody else talk in their sleep, at least like with any sort of volume to it or like any length of time, because usually like a couple words here and there, sure, or in like some mumbling, but it was like it got louder and louder for like a full minute, it felt like. It was very uncomfortable. And then the next morning I was like, hey, did you remember anything from last night? Like, did you wake up at all? And she was like, no, I don't think so. And then I was like, well, I think you were talking to somebody in your sleep, and it sounded wild to me. I don't know. There's no resolution.
No,
I was just freaked out.
Yeah, valid.
And I was like, because I feel like if you're talking in your sleep, usually it's like you're saying an actual word or two in there, but it was like just gibberish for 30 seconds. I was like, what's going on? It was very stressful.
My brother sleep talks a lot. So I have...
Does he say things?
Oh, yeah. He says things, but I think it's mostly gibberish. He walks around, too. He'll do complete, full actions, and, like, we'll be like, okay, come on, like, get up for real this time. And he's like, I don't remember getting up at all. So, like, this is a well-documented phenomenon that happens in this house, is he walks around and he talks to nothing. It's pretty funny.
Wait, okay, what kind of like full actions? Like what's an example?
The first time I remember the first time I remember him like sleepwalking was I was in the living room on the family computer reading Homestuck in the middle of the night.
Awesome.
And
yep.
I was crying because one of the characters just did something crazy, and like I was thinking about whether or not to spoil Homestuck.
It's been
okay. Gamzee went on
so
this like
long.
murder rampage, and I was like crying.
Okay.
And he walked out, and he like tried like I was like, hi, and he was just like, I don't know what he said to me, but he didn't remember anything in the morning, and I was like, oh, thank God, because it was an embarrassing sight, I think. But yeah, he fully got up and like he went to the couch and laid down, and then that's where he slept. A lot of the time he would just get up and go to the living room to sleep on the couch, and then in the morning he'd wake up in the living room.
Whoa. That's wild. Okay. I love that.
The other day I don't remember this happening fully, but my brother reminded me the other day. I was like, when I get really sick, I like do like half and I'm like half asleep, half awake, and I kind of hallucinate a little bit, like my dreams. Yes. I think I wasn't sick, but I kind of half did that. I was definitely like, I was in my bed, and I knew I was in my bed.
Yeah.
But I thought there were like kids, like on the floor. Like I was in my bed, but it was in a classroom. Ooh, and I thought there were kids on the floor. Yeah, cause like, okay.
Like doing anything?
No, they were just like crawling around, and I was like, get in your seats or something like that. I said out loud, like, get off the floor. And it wasn't like creepy. It was just like, I guess stress dreams, because I work with kids. And and then my brother, he got back from work super late, and he woke me up on accident. He's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I just thought they were on the floor or something like that. He remembers better than I do. But it was the middle of the night. He was laughing at me because I was talking to ghost children.
Yeah, there's no way for you to describe that and me not imagine it in a very creepy way.
Yeah, it wasn't creepy to me. You said
there's kids on the floor.
They're crawling around. I hate them.
That's awful.
These kids are so rowdy.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay, now that you say rowdy, now I can
They're rowdy. They're rowdy.
Now it's funny.
They were rowdy. Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't creepy because in the moment.
It was me. See, okay. I've had also like extremely either really lucid dreams or like really hyper realistic fully unconscious dreams. I don't know which they were, but I have ones where I am like where I'm like on a piece of furniture, like either a big ottoman or a couch or a bed or something that's in the middle of a room. And it's usually a piece of furniture that has like a gap between the floor and the bottom of the piece of furniture, like it's on legs or something, and the water, there will be a thin layer of water that like goes up to the bottom of the furniture and like goes underneath it, and like tons of black tip and white tip sharks will be swimming around.
Okay.
And it's like I can't get to any other piece of furniture. Without
the fear of sharks returns to the podcast once again.
Yeah, it's always there. But okay, so when you were saying that kids were crawling around you, I was imagining that sort of scenario where it's like you're trapped and you can't get out.
When you say kids are crawling around you, that is the image that comes in my head. Is there's it's uncontrollable swarm of children.
And they're like every once in a while they're like looking at you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they have pointy teeth and claws, and they're all in diapers.
Yeah.
For some reason.
All in diapers.
They're all in diapers that I need to change. I haven't changed a diaper since my brother got out of diapers, but I don't want to ever again. I don't want to.
No, please.
So tell me about your bedtime routine.
None to speak of.
Okay.
Which I can speak on that. But I literally have none.
Okay.
I mean, okay, my nighttime routine.
You do not strike me as the type of person who does not have a bedtime routine.
That's really funny, and I will try my best. Maybe by the end of the episode, together we'll figure out what my nighttime routine is. But currently, I cannot identify if I have one or not.
Let's
think I don't. Definitely 100%. I brush my teeth, and I wash my face, and I put on lotion.
That's huge.
Like face lotion.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's basically it.
That's a routine, babe. That's 3 steps.
Okay, so then that's my routine.
That's good. Good.
That's basically the extent of it.
Awesome.
Everything else before and after, chaos.
Yeah, fair. Just up to the cards. Up to whatever.
Yeah, it's just whatever goes on.
Honestly, that's kind of, I like to say I have an ideal routine in my head that sometimes gets followed and sometimes does not get followed. Yeah. But I also like to brush my teeth and then wash my face and then put on lotion. But I haven't used like face lotion in a while. I bought this. I bought this, the 12-step like Korean skincare girlies are gonna come for me. But I bought this giant body lotion from Dollar Tree a while ago, and I'm still working on it. And like, I don't know, like my face is fine. So I don't really I don't feel like upgrading, but I just think that's kind of funny.
That is extremely funny.
And then, but I think the real meat of it is when it's time to get in bed. It's time to get in bed.
Okay.
So what I do, most nights what I do is I have a playlist on YouTube. It's called Sleep. and it's ever changing because what makes up sleep is various
ASMR
videos, and these can range from people eating food. That's a recent addition that I haven't done since high school, but there's this lady like ASMR, and she like the way she eats food, like I don't know what her mic situation is, but the crunches are so crisp, and I'm like, wow, I really want to try that mango mochi so bad right now, right before I go to sleep.
Yes.
There's also like I watch slime videos like a lot, and there was this one lady I used to watch a lot, Arbitrary Canary, but she's like gone off the face of the earth. I don't know what happened to her, but I loved her a lot. But she recommended a channel like Jen, her name is Gen X Jen, and she's like super sweet. Like the way she plays with slime, and we'll get into slime later, but the way she plays with slime, like you can tell exactly what it feels like. She is so good at like conveying the texture of it through video. Like it's wild. And she's also like so sweet. Like whenever she's never given a bad review, even when the slime sucks really bad. So it's kind of funny. But like I just find also I watch, hold on, I'll get back to that, but I also watch this like restorer people. They'll like take game cubes and like take them apart and then clean them up and then put them together. And that's also very fun to watch. And I think that's pretty much it. I used to watch like pimple popping situations. I used to watch this guy, and he was a podiatrist, and he would like remove ingrown toenails, and that was fascinating to me, and then I got bored. But anyway, I used to watch grosser stuff, but now I don't. But slime is so fascinating to me because it's literally like, it's slime. It's like what people were obsessed with in middle school, like literally just glue and borax. And it's but people have created this whole community and business that is just like, each shop has their own, there's several shops, there's like hundreds of shops, and then each shop has their own textures. They add like different types of glue or different like whatever, like detergent or like lotion or shaving cream or whatever. They add all this different stuff to it, and it creates all these different textures, and they make them like, they have themes, and it's just like crazy to me that it's just, I don't know why it's like so hard for me to wrap my head around that slime is like such a prolific community. It is so fascinating to me, and I watch anytime I watch a slime video, I'm like analyzing it. Like it's both like
does it really put you to sleep?
It does. There's this one, sometimes the lady she like does these compilations of a bunch of slimes, and I'm like, by the end of it, I'm closing my eyes, and then I put on like an actual ASMR video to like go to sleep with, which you can talk about later. But it's just so interesting, the slime community. I want to get slimes one day. I'm going to buy slimes one day from a real slime shop. Yeah, but I feel like I can't because they keep their proprietary recipes. I can't make this. I can't make the
glue and borax.
No, but you have to. But the stuff that like when I'm watching Jen play with her slimes, I'm like, what did they put in that? Because I can't make that at home. I don't know what they put in there. So I'm gonna go to like mythicalmushbunnyslimes.com, and I'm gonna buy a freaking Totoro slime or something. And they scent them too. They put scents in them. They have these things. They have charms, which are just like big, like it can be anything. Usually they're like a little toy, like maybe like an inch big. And it's you put it on the slime, but you don't play with it in the slime. You take it off and then you play with it. But it's just like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just know.
Accessory.
It's an accessory for your slime. I'm so perplexed by this.
We have iPhone cases and stickers. We love customization. We love accessories. That's okay.
It is. No, I'm a huge fan of it. I'm just like, I don't know. I kind of want to I want to email Jen and be like, please explain to me your slime journey. Because I'm so fascinated by it. I think she would respond to me. She's pretty small.
Friend of the pod,
Jen. We'll bring her back on for sure.
Yeah, we'll bring her. Yeah, we've already... Didn't we already bring Jen on?
Did we?
I think we talked about bringing Jen on.
We talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on the pod.
Yeah, you're right. It was probably off air. But I do remember you telling me about how fascinated you were.
It's interesting. It's so interesting. But I agree. But but when I actually go to sleep, it's to like an actual, like, usually I prefer at least 25 minutes to however long an ASMR video, and it's usually like a role play of some kind, like I'm a dragon,
like Latte.
Yes, like Latte. She's like my favorite. She's my first, my one and only love. My friend Sydney in high school introduced me to her, and I was like, oh, okay, I can sleep now. That's so awesome. Like, it's very difficult for me to fall asleep now if I don't have someone whispering in my ears.
Do you remember like the first video of hers that you watched?
Oh gosh, it might have been the robot one, which it's like still my favorite one, but basically you're a robot that she found in a junkyard, and she dragged you into her like fix it area, and she's like cleaning you up. And it's just like the way she's so sweet, and to her audience, just like a complete angel. And like her sets are also gorgeous. That's something I'm so impressed by, like all these ASMR artists, is like their background sets and the dedication, because like I remember there's one, I think it might be a barbershop one that Latte did, but she has like a very elaborate background, and then she has a mirror that reflects a light fixture that's like off in the other corner of the room. So like just like the attention to detail is crazy. It's crazy.
I also am a huge fan of like the people who really do set design and like ambience building and stuff. I like Goodnight Moon a lot for that reason. And the French ASMR people, do you know that team that like they have the perfumery and the tailor shop? Oh my god,
I know Moonlight Cottage ASMR. I think she's French, and she does other collaborations with people. Oh, she does a lot of steampunk ones. Yeah.
Yes.
She's really cool.
Any sort of like kind of old timey ones, because I think it's cool that you can like get a lot of those props just at vintage shops. Because you don't have to like make anything necessarily if you can find them inexpensive at used stores. So it's like kind of cool, like, but the thing is there's a lot of effort in like the curation of it, and there's a lot of like time and money and energy invested in that, and I think it's so cool and rewarding, because like I don't know, coming from an art background and like someone who loves storytelling, it's super cool for me when an ASMR, like I like ASMR for what it is, but also when there's like a bit of narrative going on, and like that's reinforced by the visuals, that's very exciting for me. And like
put me in
definitely there. I want to step into your actually I do want you to measure me for a suit today.
Thank you.
And I will take the tie as well. Thank you. Yes, please.
Sounds excellent. I'll go with that hat.
I guess I'll go with the polka dot stripy hat. Thank you.
Polka dot and stripes. That's bold.
It's got polka dots on the ribbon that goes around the rim of it, and then the actual top hat is
it's a top hat. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, it's a top hat to go with my suit and belt and tie.
I love Moonlight Cottage specifically. She does a lot of videos where she's like showcasing stuff. So like she does have like extensive collections of like this vintage like books and tools and all kinds of stuff. Did you see the
eyeglass video, or like the glasses? That one was so impressive to me, because I honestly, when I watched that video, now I can just watch it and relax, but the first time I watched that particular one, the whole time was thinking like I was very curious what happened, what came first, like the chicken or the egg situation. Like, did she find this eyeglass case in a used store somewhere, and she bought that, and then she was like, oh, well, this is a perfect, like, I'm going to base the whole thing around this, because this is the sound of glass and metal and wood all in one container, and it's very nice. It's like visually it's very beautiful. But yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, she's awesome. You were gonna say something and then I cut you off on accident.
Yes, so actually I don't listen to ASMR to go to sleep anymore.
Okay.
But I listen to it a lot if I'm like drawing.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I'm not like listening to a podcast or something, I like something that I can just like kind of put on and tune out in the background. But recently I found this one ASMR person who was so funny that I could no longer concentrate on drawing. And this is getting a little bit away from bedtime, and I'm so sorry, but I need to tell you guys about this, because he was like, the one that I watched, the first one is extremely funny, but the second one was even funnier, and it was like, all of his videos are like, you're the richest person who's ever walked into this room, and I'm gonna treat you right, like basically like in that vein, right?
Okay.
Something in that vein. The first one I watched was a fountain pen shop video.
Yeah.
So you walk in there and he's like, oh, I can smell the money coming off of you, like you're so rich, I'm gonna give you the best pen ever. And like the entire time he's making statements that can so like, they sound genuine but can so easily be interpreted as extremely passive aggressive, like, oh my gosh, this person is such a prick and a dick for like, it's so funny. And then the second one that I watched was, it was like some fancy bathroom where, you know, like, those bathrooms where you walk in and there's like somebody in there, like there to like, an attendant, make it fancy for you. Yeah, like
I've never been in
to give you a towel and stuff.
Oh, never mind, that happened. We had that at the venue.
Okay, yeah. So like something, right, where it's like extra extravagant. And this person was like also giving perfume or like cologne and perfume services. So you walk into the bathroom and
that would stress me out, by the way.
Guy, oh yeah, it would stress me out too. I don't want anyone to talk to me.
Don't look at me.
This is a private affair, please.
Anyway.
And then you walk in and you walk up to him. And he, first of all, doesn't even address you. Like, you can tell that he looks at you. Like, he does a really good job of acting. Like, he makes eye contact with the camera. And then he, like, doesn't talk to you. and then when you don't leave after a couple minutes, he's like, hey, can I help you? Like, you smell like garbage. You smell like your dirt poor. Like, and he's just absolutely making fun of you. And making fun of how dumb you smell.
How dumb you smell.
And then he starts like spritzing you up, right? He's like, oh, we're gonna make you, like, I'm not gonna waste my expensive perfume on you, obviously, but like, we're gonna give you something. And then he starts spritzing you up, and then he's like, and then like a couple minutes in, he's like, by the way, if anybody walks in here who's like richer and fancier than you are, I'm gonna ignore you and I'm gonna take care of them first. It's so funny.
Who is this guy? I'm never gonna watch him to go to sleep, but maybe if I'm feeling like I'm in a silly, goofy mood.
If you're feeling like a silly, goofy mood, I recommend. It's extremely funny.
This is similar to Maya Winky ASMR, who's kind of big on TikTok these days for her cosplays and comedy ASMR videos.
I didn't even know comedy ASMR videos were a thing.
Me neither.
Until I found this guy, and I was just like,
oh, that's not
baffled
true.
and honored.
Yeah. There's this one lady, I don't remember her name, but she also does funny comedy ASMR videos. There's one where she, like, I'm pretty sure I'm not making this up, but there's one where, like, you're a dead body and she's trying to, like, hide you or something.
That's kind of awesome.
I'm gonna see if I can find
That's kind of extremely funny. The one that I was talking about is Fred's Voice ASMR.
Oh, okay.
I've
I've seen
one word.
Okay, I've seen him on my searches.
It's so goofy.
I have never clicked on him though.
Yeah.
I don't listen to any male ASMR. I wonder why.
Oh, interesting.
Why don't I listen to guys?
I like all the ASMR peeps.
That's valid. I guess I haven't found a guy whose voice sounds appealing enough to me yet. Because sometimes they just, like, straight up, like, talk into the mic. And I'm like, all right, guy. There's one guy who always goes, like, super fast. And I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to get stressed out here. I'm trying to calm down.
No, please.
But
please.
I only listen to women whisper in my ears.
Interesting.
There's this one who's, there's a couple who are my favorite right now. But there's this one from New Zealand and her name is Shiver Me Tingles ASMR, and she does some kind of comedy ones too.
Nice.
But the accent. I also don't listen to any American ASMR artists. They all have accents of some kind.
I mean, I don't blame you.
But she does really lovely stuff too. She does a giving you a new identity series,
interesting.
which they're kind of funny, but she's like basically like changing your face up because you're like a secret agent or something, and you have to like change your identity every so often.
That's cool.
And so those are interesting. But she also, like, as she's doing them, she's like, how do I phrase this? She has a very objective view of like facial features, and so like she'll be like, we need to make your nose a little bigger. That's lovely. Yeah. And like she's just the way she talks about like different facial features and like birthmarks and like the sizes of you know, your forehead or your nose or whatever. It's just like, I don't know, it's cool because you don't see that a lot in the wild.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And in New Zealand.
New Zealand, she always starts her videos with Kia ora. But she's been using tuning forks a lot lately, and I hate them. They hurt my ears, and I hate them. So anytime there's tuning forks or whatever, I have to say, sorry, this one's not for me, unfortunately. Not tonight.
That's okay. I honestly, when I listen to it more frequently, I listen to a lot of like, genre ASMR stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Fantasy and sci-fi. Like, I like... I'm a big fan of like the dystopian sci-fi stuff of like getting a cybernetic arm, or like all of those, or like I don't know, like fairy stuff and all. I like the genre stuff because then it's very much, it feels almost like a bedtime story. It's like very adjacent to a bedtime story when it's like
my favorite, my absolute favorite that like blew up a while ago, but they're still making them, is like, you're a robot and I'm fixing you. And that's like my favorite ever. Like, hand it over, I'm a robot. And that's, there's this one Oopsie Daisy ASMR, and she does like all her stuff is always fantasy and sci-fi. And so like anytime she uploads, I'm like, I'm in for a treat because I'm a vampire tonight, or maybe I'm adopting a baby dragon, or maybe I'm hanging out with the fairy queen, or maybe I'm a robot.
I want to hang out with the fairy queen.
Check out her channel. She does, maybe she kidnapped me from the past and she needs to help save the future. Like, she's really awesome. And she also does like really cool prop work and stuff too. Her costuming and makeup is incredible.
Okay, well, I'll be stopping by the Oopsie Daisy channel later.
Also, I just love the phrase Oopsie Daisy.
Yeah, it's really very solid phrase, I would say.
She's the closest to an American accent I listen to. She has a very good American accent, but she's German.
Interesting. Yes.
But she's still got a little something in there.
So something.
Which puts me right to sleep.
Okay, interesting. Can we talk about, I'm looking at a poster on my wall with 4 guys and a bunch of mushrooms on it. I'm trying to figure out a way to talk about this while also talking about bedtime. Thoughts on that?
No.
Okay, so moving on.
Is this like, do you want to recap?
I do. I feel like it's important.
Oh, okay. It is pretty important. So we had an epic Izzie Audrey hangout moment.
We had an outing
last weekend.
We
had an outing. We went on an outing.
Oh yeah.
And also my brother and his girlfriend were there. And we saw friends of the show, the McElroy brothers.
Friends of the podcast, friends of the show.
Friends of the podcast, the McElroys. We texted them and we were like, do you want to be on our episode? And they were like, we're still on tours, but like maybe next time. And we're like, no, that's chill. I get it.
We said, we could just hop on Zoom for a minute, and they were like, no, that's okay.
No, I'll be in the tour bus.
No Wi-Fi, no service. So sorry.
No.
So
I said, fine, I gotta like go to work anyway.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's fine. Fine, I gotta go prepare for this hurricane. It's fine.
Fine, whatever. It was extremely funny,
fine.
extremely good. I was so excited.
Yeah, it was very, very awesome.
You've seen one of their shows before. It was my first time.
I did.
I've been wanting to see them live for a while. I have seen 2 podcasts live. I've seen a horror anthology podcast, Old Gods of Appalachia, which I haven't listened to, but my mom is a huge fan, and it's a Rusty Quill show, like Magnus and Malevolent and everything. And I went to the live show, and it was fantastic. They had live music, and it was all like folksy, banjo, guitar, acoustic guitar stuff. And then they did like a little mini horror story at the beginning, and then they did like an hour-long story, and they had actors up on stage, and it was super fun and honestly very scary. Like I was shaking in my boots by the end of it. It was really good.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good. And there's something, like there's only it can only be so scary sometimes when it's just on headphones, but when you're in
while I'm doing the dishes.
Exactly. Although, okay, now that you mention it, sometimes my bedtime routine, maybe it's because I am living back at home right now that I have less of a routine, because I feel like I had more of a routine actually when I was still in college, because part of my night routine would be I ate dinner really late every night, and while I was in college, so my night part of like my bedtime routine honestly felt like the cleanup process after dinner. Like I would cook dinner, and then it would be like, okay, now all of the things that I have to do to sustain myself are done for the day. So I'm gonna wash the dishes, I'm gonna dry the dishes, I'm gonna put them away, and then I'm gonna brush my teeth and wash my face and go to sleep, right? So part of like my winding down at least routine, I would almost always, if I was doing dishes, put on Magnus Archives or some kind of like scary podcast in particular. I don't know why scary podcasts or dishes get me in the mood for scary podcasts, but they do. And I've had a couple times where I was listening to an episode of Magnus and some sort of noise will happen around the house, and I will literally like have a heart palpitation. I will like drop what I'm doing. Like I'll see like a shadow move because like a tree branch is moving outside. I'll drop what I'm doing, like spin around as fast as I can, yell for my mom or yell for somebody.
Wow.
And it's just
I've
a podcast.
never had a reaction like that. The only like Magnus never did that for me. Malevolent did that a little bit because the sound work he does is like really like
it's super
immersive. So sometimes I'll have to take my headphone off and like look around.
Yes.
But that's kind of really funny. I'm sorry.
It's extremely funny. I'm someone who gets genuinely really stressed out if I'm in a house alone. Like it would be really hard to live without roommates, I think, for me personally. Just because if I know that I'm in an empty house and it's only me there, that means anything that happens that is not a result of me is a result of something else. And that like, because if someone else is there, even if the other person didn't do the thing, I can blame it on something else. I can blame it on another person being in the house or a cat being in the house.
Maybe it was Bella.
Maybe, exactly. But
she dropped something.
Without someone else there, it gets to me. I was doing dishes the other night. No, I'm getting off topic. Bedtime.
But we had an epic Izzie Audrey adventure.
We had a super epic Audrey adventure.
And we parallel played next to a pool.
We did.
Instead of doing a fountain pen episode.
Yeah. I was sleepy.
It was sleepy. I wouldn't have minded taking a nap.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah.
But it was still good. I got to lay out in the sun and it was awesome.
It was nice. It was very
we
relaxing.
Both were grossed out by macaroni salad.
That's true. That's facts. And my friend said that I looked really hot that day, and I was like, awesome, cool. Nice. And we went to the...
It wasn't me.
No, it was not Izzie. We went to a cafe that morning.
I was thinking it.
And Izzie got really good tea, and we drew pictures.
Dude, I called them today, and I was like, your Lady Grey tea was scrumptious. Where can I buy the leaves? And they're like, we sell them. And I said, Get ready to bag that up for me next time I'm in Orlando. Because I'd like to make a purchase, ma'am.
I'll be back.
It was so freaking good, y'all. It was so freaking good. I'm going to get tea next time I go, a different one. And we'll see if that one's also freaking good.
I bet it will be very freaking good. That's my guess.
I'm so excited.
Also me.
I'm so excited.
Good. Definitely excellent hangout session. Okay.
We need to plan our next hangout session, but true. Not on the pod.
No, not on the pod, but that's facts. Okay, this is how I'll tie it back into bedtime because because I've listened to Taz Balance so many times, I do a lot of times put Taz on to go to sleep because it's just cozy and comfort. Yeah. Like of all of the D&D podcasts that I listen to, it's the one that's like silliest and most like lighthearted and I don't know, it's just like for the majority. Yeah, because there are definitely extremely emotional and poignant moments in that show for sure. But at least like the first 3 seasons, it's just like a lot of silly, goofy moments. Especially I don't know compared to like no, I don't want to talk about the D&D podcast.
It's okay. I
don't want to do that. I listened to Ether C at night a lot when it was coming out because that one's really.
I also listened to Ether Sea at nighttime.
It's a good usually. Any sort of like aquatic things I really enjoy at nighttime.
Yes, me too. I remember specifically whenever I would wait for I had a really late Spanish class. I think I've talked about on the podcast before, which is kind of funny. But I had a really late Spanish class.
Izzy, we're 10 episodes in. We're gonna say stuff we've said already.
I know, but the specific Spanish class I had in the fall of 2022.
No, I was joking. We're only 10 episodes in, Izzy.
I know you are. I know. Anyway, so it was around the time that Ether Sea was being released, and like sometimes I would get there super early and just like sit in the parking lot. Oh yeah. And it was nighttime, and the freaking theme song. Oh, I remember vividly. I vividly remember just listening to the theme song like 5 times in a row before class, and like having to dry my eyes before going in the building. It's beautiful because it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. There was one episode. Where I guess spoilers for Taz Ether Sea, skip 15 seconds if you don't want a spoiler. The episode where they ended when they came back having the Sallow infected everyone and they brought the other community and they were like seeing each other and they were like all nervous that they were going to be like, oh no, we have like cool fish gills now. We're cool fish people now. They're going to hate us. And then they were like, hi, what's up, you cool people? Let's like and it was like, and then the music, the theme song rolls in while that emotional moment is happening of like this moment of acceptance and understanding and community. And I was like, oh yeah, my gosh, I can't even deal with this right now. And that was also before class, I had to sit and dry my tears.
No way. Griffin. Why did he do that to me? Why did he do that to us?
I think it's so funny that whenever there's an opportunity to, and I will tell you the 2 examples that I can think of off the top of my head, whenever the brothers or the brothers and Clint are given the opportunity to like have some sort of cool, weird physical thing happen to them, they always immediately are like, we have to fix, like, this is a problem that we need to solve. And I'm like, this is the greatest thing that ever could have happened to you. Like, congratulations, now you have gills and cool fish eyes and scales. Yeah,
awesome.
That is the coolest thing ever. It, like, you just became a Zora for free. Like, it just happened to you. That's cool as heck.
For free?
For free. And okay, and
the virus makes you awesome.
Yes, and spoilers for Taz Dracula. Skip 30 seconds again if you don't want to hear it. When Lady Godwin gets turned into a werehorse, and Justin is like, I don't want that. I was like, what are you talking about, Justin?
Why not?
You're telling me Lady Godwin doesn't want to be. You've already got Frankenstein going on. Just pile on some more stuff. Become a werehorse too. Please.
I forgot about that, but I was also like, bro let her be a horse, bro. Let her be a horse, bro. Freaking very good.
I would say the majority of nights I try to read to go to sleep. I'll read anything at night, but it will affect my mood depending on what I am reading. Because if I go to sleep and I'm reading a horror novel and I wake up the next morning, it's going to be weird vibes. But if I'm reading cozy queer fantasy, then I will wake up feeling at peace with the world the next morning. So maybe I should just read more of that.
I used to read a lot too before going to bed, especially before I got a phone, which was like high school. But now I'm like weird about reading, because if I'm reading a book, I have to be super into it. Okay. But then if I'm reading a book I'm super into, I'm less likely to go to sleep.
Oh wait, facts. Okay,
so because I'm like, ooh,
you want to keep reading.
I can't stop at that chapter. Yeah. I can't stop at that chapter. I have to just one more, please.
Okay, facts.
Just one more.
Yeah, just one more.
But that is something, because I know, like, obviously everyone knows this. Screens are bad. Don't look at screens when you go to sleep. That sucks. Yes. Really bad. I said that like it's like the worst thing ever. Like, you're never gonna go to sleep ever again. If you, it's like, you could obviously do whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I don't like. I do get like more relaxed when I read usually, but it is hard for me to stop reading a book I really like before going to bed, and then I'm up till 2 million in the morning. Yeah, and it's no good.
Man, would you look at the clock? It's 2 million in the morning already.
It's 2.
Dang. Time really flies when you're having fun.
I keep putting million at the end of every number I say.
It's really funny. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Shoot, it's 2 million a.m.
It's 2. Okay, the more you say it, the funnier it gets for me.
I'm glad.
I said something fun. Oh, never mind. It wasn't about million. Okay. I told my brother texted the family group chat. I was gonna take a screenshot and send it to you, but I didn't think it was that funny. It's probably funnier if I read it out loud.
Please do.
My brother said, he texted the family group chat. Can I have food for money?
Food for money?
Correction, can I have money for food? And then I said, eat dollars, idiot. And I don't know, like, my youngest brother, he calls money dollars, like how young children do. How young children say paschetti. I don't know. He just calls money dollars. And it's just really funny. Like, you have my dollars. Like, I just love the word dollars. Yeah. And substituting money.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. He left some dollars in my car, and I opened the console and I was like, Ethan's dollars are in my car. I don't know. Oh, it's so funny to me.
What I really like about dollars is that money is a concept. Dollars is a physical thing, and I like that. Yeah. Because the little kid isn't thinking about the concept of money. They're thinking about that dollar bill that they got to go to the donut shop and get that donut.
Yeah,
which I like. I think your brother's cooking.
It's dollars.
So
I have 12 of Ethan's dollars in my car right now.
You stole all his dollars.
I didn't stole them. He left them in my. No, I didn't. He stole them.
Deliriousness is also a bedtime routine step for me.
Yes.
I have to reach that point.
And my aunt and I are both the similar people in the sense that when it gets late, you'd think we're on our 52nd millionth drink because we are really silly.
Super silly.
Really silly. Super silly late at night. Extremely silly. There's a video I have of us, like, I don't even know what we were laughing at, but we are laughing, like, to the point of tears over probably nothing.
Probably.
And her husband, my uncle, he's just looking at us like we're crazy because we're just like, and we also like our laughs are funny too because like if I laugh for a while, I get like really I get a wheeze in there.
It's delightful.
And so it's just like we're two like trucks in the middle of the night, like honking our horns, crying.
Yeah.
So. I don't need to be inebriated to have a good time.
No, of course not.
I just need to be really sleepy.
Just need to get to that point of tiredness and exhaustion that everything is already silly.
But like I also have to be in a good mood.
Yes, you have to be
because
happy.
There's another end of that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm so tired, I'm gonna cry because I wish I was I wish I was in bed. Which I have been at several times in my life.
Yeah.
But man, I love to be so tired and happy.
Yes. Me too. Discworld reading Discworld makes me happy when I'm tired.
Okay.
Because it makes me laugh because it's funny. It's funny. Terry Pratchett's
It
really
is very funny.
Also,
Terry Pratchett's very funny.
We started a book club.
We started a Terry Pratchett book club. I ordered a lot of books online this week.
OMG!
I have a lot of books coming in.
Where'd you thrift books? Where'd you get them?
I have a couple through eBay. Nice. And then some from Abe Books.
Oh yeah, Abe. Nice.
I don't remember why Abe Books was more appealing than thrift books, but
that's extremely exciting.
Yeah, I've got a few orders coming in next week. I'm very excited.
Can I take a guess and say that Going Postal is one of them?
Duh.
Thank God.
And you can also guess the other one. I can guarantee it.
It's Guards.
It's Guards because that's what we're starting with.
That's what we're starting with. So you can read along with us if you want. Email us at justjustpod@gmail.com.
Tell us your thoughts. We probably won't add you to the Discord.
No, we definitely will not add you to the Discord, but I will actually respond to you if you... I absolutely will write you back if you write to me about your experience with reading Guards.
Yes, please.
100%, no problem. Has one of my favorite Terry Pratchett quotes ever.
Oh, yeah.
In that book. Those are the only two you ordered?
And
Hitchhiker's Guide.
I think those are the only Terry Pratchett. Bro.
Oh, I spoiled it.
I thought no. I thought you read my mind, but I told you already. God. No, I already told you. I would have gotten there eventually. I mean, yeah, probably. I ordered. Okay, I'm trying to find the email because I don't know where it went.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I just got an email from the I don't know what you call them, the oddities shop. And they said this says one Helene of a sale.
Oh, got him.
Got him. Anyway, that was dumb.
Topical joke. Topical humor.
Topical joke. Dude, my power went out in the middle of the night, and then I woke up and it was back, and I was like, awesome. All right, let's go.
Swag.
Huge dub.
Sounds pretty awesome to me.
Huge dub. I'm pulling up I think I ordered like three separate orders.
Okay, interesting. So I feel like for me, while you're looking for it, for me there's like a separation of like evening routine and nighttime routine that maybe isn't, because like a lot of times my evening routine is like, I'm gonna sit down with my sketchbook for an hour and light a candle and turn on my like ambient low lights so that it's like really calm and peaceful, or like I'm gonna journal for 30 minutes. So I definitely like do things for myself that like help me to wind down, not as like with as much regularity as I wish I did those things with, or at least like with the same consistency of like, okay, now it's time to start winding down, because sometimes I'm all over the place. But I think that counts also as like getting ready for the sleepy routine, at least. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. I like to, so my day is structured in a way that is like, I wake up, I go to work, I do something after work, and then I come home, eat dinner, and then bedtime routine.
Okay, yeah.
And I guess all my that kind of activity takes place like between those, usually it's in my car.
Yeah.
And but I think I usually, before that was ever an issue though, I would like to do all my evening stuff like after dinner.
Yes.
Like that was all part of the routine, because I was like, I always wanted to be able to like just straight up go to bed as soon as like in the middle of anything, if that makes any sense. So
yes.
So like that was like part of the nighttime routine, was the drawing or the journaling or the whatever. I bought a lot of books this weekend, dude.
That's
Okay.
exciting. I'm thrilled for you. I'm literally thrilled.
And then I got The Truth by Terry Pratchett as well.
You got The Truth too? You get to meet Otto? Oh, God. Thank goodness.
Reading My Beloved.
Reading My Beloved.
I feel like there was something else I was going to say about going to sleep.
Bedtimes.
I had a funny experience last night.
Okay, tell me.
I was trying to go to bed, but then I kept thinking of things I had to do before I went to bed, but that wasn't true. It was just things I thought I had to do.
Yes.
Because I was going to forget about them otherwise.
Yes.
So, kind of funny. I went to bed. I went to the dentist yesterday, and I had the thought, I was like, I need to leave a review about the dentist, which I don't leave reviews about places.
What? Izzy?
I don't, but I just had such a good experience at the dentist that
I
had to leave a review.
I see, okay.
So I left a review of the dentist, and I was like, okay, it's bedtime. And then my headphones, I have these headphones, they're called sleep phones.
Okay.
And it's like a headband, but you've got these flat, like...
Oh, yes, like earmuff.
Speakers in them.
Thingy,
yeah. They're kind of like earmuffs. And they're awesome because then you can sleep on your side like I do, or on your stomach like I do, and you don't have giant bulky headphones on your head to listen to things. And it wasn't working. Like, it's the audio like sucked really bad. It sounded like it was a robot. And then also, like, I couldn't adjust the volume at all. And I was like, no, how am I going to sleep? And then, so I emailed the manufacturer.
Oh, my gosh.
Because I was like, I'm never going to remember this. So I kept, I don't know why I kept doing this. I had so many tasks I thought I had to do. But I emailed them, and I was like, I sent them the email, whatever, saying it wasn't working. Yeah. What do I do? And then I tried some different headphones, some earbuds, and they didn't work either. And I was like, oh, okay. So I think it's, like, my phone issue. Okay. So then I went on this whole Googling rampage about trying to troubleshoot everything, and then I had the brilliant genius idea of updating my phone.
Oh,
and
huge.
That was a problem.
There you go.
That was a problem.
You fixed it.
Then I sounded normal.
Yay.
I fixed it. And it only took 3 hours before I had to go before I went to bed. And then I sent a follow-up email to the headphone manufacturer saying, never mind, it was my phone. Keep on trucking.
There you go.
Your headphones work great. I love you. Send. Go to sleep. But it was just, I just kept going on these random adventures before bed.
The late night random adventures, that is also, that's the part of the bedtime routine that I don't want to admit to, but it is very much 100% part of the nightly occurrence. Yes.
Oh, dude, okay, never mind. I do read at night. I read Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of nights.
Yeah.
I go on my Wikipedia rabbit holes. Do I remember anything I researched in the morning? No. But I know for a fact I did read the entire Wikipedia page for giant squids.
Yes, I believe it.
And then 5 more related things about giant squids.
Obviously.
So I do read it at night. And that does put me to sleep. Because I don't know if you know this, but Wikipedia is like an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're supposed to write it super dry and objective.
Yes.
And like, it's like not like entertaining.
Yes.
In the sense
it's
of
interesting,
like,
but it's not captivating.
It's interesting, but it's not. Yes, exactly. So I'm reading, and then sometimes I do fall asleep that way.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
To Wikipedia, learning.
Yeah.
And then I don't retain any of the information.
I feel you. I sometimes I
could have had so many cool fun facts.
I mean, maybe one day you'll wake up and your Rolodex, you'll like close your eyes and your Rolodex will be like, just like. Actually, no. What's gonna happen is you're gonna go into your mind palace. And you're gonna lift up your Rolodex and see that actually there's like 3 million cards that you forgot to sort into your Rolodex, and they're all there.
That's what it is.
But you just didn't put them in your Rolodex yet, and then you'll just like it's gonna take a while for you to like sweep them up and like put them in alphabetical order where they belong. But I think you'll get there.
I think I'll get there. I did just open up Wikipedia. I have the app, which is funny to me, I think. I just thought I opened up Wikipedia and I do have the Chernobyl disaster.
Okay.
Opened up.
Interesting.
Right next to Jack Black.
Okay, nice. Right next to Jack Black. Cool.
And queer platonic relationships.
There you go.
So that's what goes on in my Wikipedia.
That's pretty. I mean,
Those
you've
completely related
got
subjects.
all of your bases covered.
That's basically all of human culture.
Queer
I've kind of got them
platonic
all.
relationships, Jack Black, and
Chernobyl
disaster. I think that's like the scope of it right there.
That's kind of basically all of humanity.
Yeah.
If I was in Hitchhiker's Guide,
yeah,
and someone was like, "So you're like one of the last humans.
Yeah.
Tell me what y'all were about."
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "So there's queer platonic relationships.
For sure.
There's this guy Jack Black.
Yes.
And there was this thing called Chernobyl,
Mm-hmm.
and then it like melted down. It was really bad.
Really bad.
And that's basically all of it, I think.
That's like the gist of
That's basically
it.
all of it.
Basically. The funny thing is, that's basically what it says in the actual Hitchhiker's Guidebook.
It is! It is!
Some things happened and some stuff happened, and then that happened. And that happened.
And then the earth blew
and
up.
The earth blew up. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
That's really good. That's
really good.
That's the scope. That's what happened.
That's the scope of humanity.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
In some stray
How long
way,
have you been recording?
I have no idea. But in some stray way,
In some
strange way, it really does feel like that.
Oh man.
Also, okay, last bit about bedtime is I used to not be a pajama person. I used to just be like, I wore whatever shirt I wore that day, and like I don't even know what I wore for pajama pants. I feel like I didn't wear pajama pants, but I definitely did.
Valid.
I don't know. But now I'm like very like, okay, now it's time to get cozy and like have, and not an outfit that feels like, because it's pajamas, it's sleeping, but I like I'm like more conscious of it or something. So it's like, okay, now we're taking off the work clothes. Maybe it's just because I work now. Maybe it's like,
I think that might be it.
the taking off clothes that you did labor in order to be relaxed and comfortable and know that you're not required to do much other than take care of yourself and those around you.
Yeah.
It's nice.
That's very good.
Yeah.
I used to, when I lived alone, or like when I had my apartment, and this might gross people out, I wore nothing to bed because it was comfy.
Yeah.
It was comfy, and I live in Florida and it's hot.
Yeah.
And so that was the best, but now I live with my family, and my room doesn't have a door.
Yes.
So I do wear clothes now. Sad. One night I was like really upset that I had to wear a shirt to bed. I was really like, I could not go to sleep. I was really upset about it.
Do you have any like,
and I found the light
muscle tanks?
I got
something?
some recently.
Okay.
I got some recently.
Yo, let's go.
Every day, I texted you this. Every day I get more "Hey Mama's lesbian" coded, and I'm like, I'm a little sad. Like I'm a little stressed about, not like actually stressed, but just like funny stress. Anyway, but I found like that night I found the lightweightest tank top I had, which like has buttons on the front, but it's fine because it was still lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was able to go to sleep, but I was like, I do get pretty irritable.
Yes.
If I am physically like, sometimes I'm wearing long pants to bed, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
ooh,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely not.
Yes.
It's shorts time.
100%.
Absolutely not.
Sometimes though, I'm like, oh, I can't wear shorts. I need long pants.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes the other way for me. I'm definitely a very weird, particular sensory person when I go to sleep.
Yeah. Sometimes like I have two pillows.
Mm-hmm.
I only sleep with one, but I have two of them. One's in storage right now. And like, because when one gets too flat and like I fluff it up and then it just immediately deflates again, I'll go get the other one and then give that one time to like chill
rejuvenate.
Out again. Yeah, which I'm gonna have to switch pillows pretty soon because this one is getting upsetting to me. So
no more flat pillow.
Yeah, I am also very, very particular about sensory stuff when I go to sleep.
And I like a stuffed animal to hug.
Oh yeah, I got a stuffed animal. It's a pig. His name is Chunky Cheeks, which my cousin named for me.
Awesome.
Thank you, Jaden.
I've got quite a large elephant. And I don't think he has a name.
I love this elephant.
I like him a lot. He's really cool. Big fan of him. Wow, that's like a
Well,
mask.
I'll get Jaden on the horn, and he can give you a name if you want one.
I would love that. If it's anything
Okay.
near as good as Chunky Cheeks, then I think we're winning.
Well, have I shown you this guy?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go get Chunky Cheeks really quick.
Please show me Chunky Cheeks.
Guest appearance. But this is Chunky Cheeks. Pretty much the perfect name for this guy.
I think so. I think yes.
Because yeah, like there's extra fabric here specifically so he could have chunky cheeks.
Ugh, amazing.
Very good.
Literally amazing. So good.
This is my guy. And he's big enough to hold.
Yeah, but definitely
So
I either like them extremely tiny or really big size.
That's interesting to me. We've talked about this.
We've talked about this because I have one little guy who is the size of my fist, and he has really floppy legs and arms, and it's perfect because I can just squeeze his torso. And then I have my extremely large elephant who's like 2 feet long, and very big and cozy and squishy.
I laughed so hard at the sheep that's so tiny and it's fist size because I went over to Audrey's house and they showed me this sheep. And the visual of Audrey's fist clenching for dear life, like choking this poor sheep. And the sheep also, if I remember correctly, has like kind of big bug eyes. So it looks like very cartoonish. Squeezing him so hard his eyes are bulging out. And then he has the floppy legs. So it's just a very good visual humor all around. My stuffed animals have to be chunky cheek sized or bigger.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I wanna hug them. I don't really care about holding hands.
Squeezability.
Squeezing his body now.
Squeezability is like one of my top rankers. Definitely. Like my top categories. Because elephant, trunk, fluffy.
Yeah, the trunk is squeezy for sure.
Long legs. Little
that's huge
tusks, like squeezability is great. It and just like the big floppy ears, no problem. Like this guy's got me covered.
That's good. I guess I rest my head a little bit too on this guy.
Yeah, that's
big enough to like put my arms around.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's my thing.
That's the criteria. Arm wrappability and squeezability.
Arm wrappability is very important.
Do you have a song for me this week?
Yes, I do.
What is it? Give it to me.
It's the song's called and I know this at the top of my head.
Of course.
I didn't even need to pull up Spotify today.
No way.
The song is called What a Fool Believes by Self. I've had it on repeat for several days. There's a genre of song that reminds me of oh my gosh, what is it? Okay, there's a genre of song that reminds me of the Animal Crossing 2 a.m. music.
Yes.
The original Animal Crossing 2 a.m. music that sounds like this. And I'm going to put a clip in there.
Yep.
And that's what this is for me. Like I need to make a playlist of it because rarely I'll come across one and I'm like, oh, this is 2 a.m. Animal Crossing. This is very exciting to me. So it's very 2 a.m. Animal Crossing.
Okay, my song this week is The O of Pleasure by Ray Lynch. It's also my sleepy time. It's a sleepy time music, which is, I'm assuming, what the 2 a.m. Animal Crossing music is also for you.
No way. It doesn't sound like that at all. It sounds scary. Well, not scary, but it sounds like how it feels sometimes to be awake at 2 a.m.
Okay, interesting. I'm gonna listen to it as soon as
I'll send you a link right now.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for talking about bedtime with me.
Absolutely, thank you for talking about bedtime with me.
I love to talk about bedtime and think about bedtime and do bedtime.
Me too. Getting ready for bedtime soon after this as well. Gonna be great.
That's huge. Awesome. I might have to go to a family function.
That's so true. That's so true.
If they're still there, which we party hard.
I believe it.
Throughout the night.
I believe it.
That's Puerto Ricans for you. Hey, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
And if you want to follow us on Gestures Roundtable, that's our Instagram handle. And as we said, you can email us about Discworld at justerspod@gmail.com. Please email us about Discworld. I've read 2 whole books from Discworld. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, Animal Crossing. Did we do we didn't do an Animal Crossing episode. We just played it instead of recording. Guys, we played Animal Crossing. We sat down. Hold on. I forgot about this. We sat down and we were gonna record an episode about Animal Crossing while playing Animal Crossing?
Yep, while playing Animal Crossing.
And then, hey, can you guess what we did? Because we didn't, the episode's not. Can you guess what happened? We just played Animal Crossing for 2 hours.